Hey, friendos, what's going on? Steve here. So, about a month ago, I guess, I picked up a copy of The Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. I picked up two copies. I actually picked up a sketch cover copy version thing. And so I'm showing you right here. I'm going to go ahead and draw this, draw some Batman on top of the actual issue on the actual sketch cover. A lot of comic book publishers do this these days where they'll draw, if there's like a special event comic, they'll put out one that has just like a blank cover. You can take it to conventions and have, you know, whoever the artist was, hopefully get them to do a drawing of like one of the characters on top of it. You see this a lot, or they do it for like charity stuff like that. So anyways, I picked up one of these. I thought it'd be fun to draw like a Batman and then put it up for sale on my Etsy store, so that one of you guys can own like a piece of my little Batman art. Plus, you know, it's on a version of the Dark Knight, so that's kind of cool. Batman's like he's probably like one of my favorite characters to draw because there's so many different takes you can use with him. You can give him, you know, like long ears, you can make him thick, you can make him thin, you can give him small ears like in the Dark Knight Returns. So there's a lot you can do with Batman, and the thing that I really like about the Dark Knight version of him is, obviously I'm not doing this live, that's why it's fast, is how grizzled he is and just how, like, I don't know, how fucked up Batman is in the Dark Knight series in general. I know, like in the first series, he started out, you know, older, but he was still sort of intact, and then he goes through that big sort of violent fight with I think they're Nazis or some shit like that. I don't know. They're like got the visors. I drew it last time in the Friendo Workshop. And then he emerges from that like this real grizzled, brutal looking Batman. And so I really like drawing that because, you know, especially the way Frank Miller drew him, he just looked really, really, really brutal, and I really like that. So yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and just draw like a really simple, you know, version of him. It's always funny, like when I have to go back to drawing ink over pencil. It's always a little nerve wracking because you can't go back and erase the ink, you know, like you can with Photoshop. So anyways, there you go. There he is, and I'll just put him up right here and make sure you get him in frame right there. So there he is. I did a little bit more after the video. You saw like a little bit more shading over here. I like this. I think this is kind of cool. I'll put up on the Etsy store, $25 plus $5 US shipping, $10 international. I already sort of measured it out on the scale in order to send this like in a nice thick cover thing with a, you know, plastic bag. It's going to be kind of heavy. So $5 US shipping, $10 international. So that's $35 altogether international, and $30 altogether US if you guys want it. If you don't, it'll just sit there. It's fine. I don't care. I'll keep it here. I'll put it up or something. I don't know. It's got my little signature on it. If you want me to personalize it, just send me a little message if you do decide to buy it. So yeah, that's it. It's Batman. There you go. That's how you draw Batman. He's cool. He's got ears. It's Bruce Wayne. Spoiler alert. Anyways, that's it for me. That's it for the Friendo Workshop for right now. I'll talk to you guys later. Stop. I went as Batman for Halloween one year when I was like 10. My mom made me a Batman costume. 10 years old. Yeah, Dark Knight would have been out by then, but unfortunately, I wanted the movie version Batman. So she made it, but like my utility belt, I think I just used my yellow belt from karate, which I had probably stopped doing ages before then. And then she made I don't know. It was good. It was good. My mom did like half the costumes she made for me were good because we didn't have a lot of money. Half the costumes she made for me were good, and half of them were not as good. I remember one year I wanted to be a werewolf for some reason, and everybody thought I was a bear, which in retrospect would be really cool if I was a bear. Who wouldn't want to go as a bear for Halloween? But I wanted to be a werewolf. And everybody was like, "Oh, are you a bear?" I'm like, "I guess so." I love my mom. She did good.